What I would say to Sophie Rain very simply is this: you are young, you are smart, and you are capable, and you can do a heck of a lot better. You have two choices if I'm governor, Sophie. You can pay us the $42 million in back taxes you owe on your lifetime OnlyFans earnings, or you can stop doing that and doing something noble and worthwhile. And I look forward to celebrating your wins there.
You're definitely calling OnlyFans sinful. And that really gets to a real core cultural issue. You know, pornography is out there. It is legal. So if it's legal, why a sin tax?
Well, Harvey, it's really simple. I don't want young girls, young women in Florida who are smart and capable to be told that they have to do this for a living. They can be nurses, doctors, veterinarians, bus drivers. They can even be, dare I say, stay-at-home moms. The Christian and American thing for us to do for these young women is to not allow them to be exploited and abused by that disgraceful platform known as OnlyFans.
Why can't they? Why do they have to be nurses and housemakers? Why can't they be lawyers and doctors?
Harvey, they can be doctors, they can be lawyers, and Harvey, listen to this, they can even be the president of the United States. It's not personal. I just don't want a society where we're putting that sort of immorality on a pedestal. If I'm elected on August 18th, 2026 as the Republican candidate to succeed Ron DeSantis, we're passing a 50% tax on all OnlyFans income. And guess what? For Sophie Rain, who is a proud resident of Florida, that means she's going to have to pay $42 million, $42 million, Charles, to the state of Florida, which I'm going to use for two purposes. We're going to increase public school teacher pay, and we're going to improve school lunches.
We've spoken to her. She said, nobody told me that I have to be on OnlyFans. And I think there are a large number of women who would say, no one told me to do this. This is something I chose to do. And you want to disincentivize them from making that choice.
Our society, Charles, has told them to do that. The way that someone like Sophie Rain, who is young and smart and capable, the way that we have venerated and exemplified and commodified and objectified her and her body, she is effectively being told to do so by a system that puts her on that pedestal. The sick men who follow her and pay her, and the sick middlemen who called OnlyFans, who financialized that entire transaction, she is being told. I don't believe that Sophie Rain does have a choice.
Do you have any concern that you're running afoul of the First Amendment by basically foreclosing somebody's lawful option? Because I have to tell you, when we did our documentary, we interviewed several stay-at-home moms who say they are more present with their children because they're not a nurse. They can make enough money to live comfortably and be around their children all the time.
Stay-at-home moms have existed for the entirety of our nation's history, and they were doing sourdough starters and churning butter and raising their children and rearing their children without needing to sell their bodies online to sick men around the world.
Well, I mean, there was no internet. You're talking about they were churning butter. They didn't have the option of an internet.
Oh, so Charles, so in the 1950s, if the internet had existed, those women would have felt compelled to sell their bodies online? I don't think so.
You call it a sin tax. If they are committing a sin, are the people who are paying them, who are their subscribers, also committing the sin, and why aren't they being taxed?
They are committing a sin, and they will also be taxed indirectly because now those earnings are going to be filtered through. So it's all connected through the financial transactions.
Well, and also she may just choose to leave Florida.
They can get out. They can all get out. They're not adding anything to the state, Charles. If OnlyFans models want to whore around downtown Miami and want to turn us into some red world brothel, I'm not going to allow that to happen.